In a rare moment on stage, the whole audience fell silent when Dakota Johnson suddenly confided in Jamie Dornan. No one expected that the strong actor, who always kept a calm appearance, could not hold back his tears and burst into tears in front of hundreds of witnesses. Dakota gently talked about the journey that the two had gone through together, from the early days full of pressure until they became an on-screen couple that caught the attention of the whole world. She admitted, "Without Jamie, I could not have overcome all those challenges. He is not only a colleague, but also a friend, someone who always believed in and protected me when everyone was still doubtful." It was this emotional confession that made Jamie Dornan unable to hide his emotions. His eyes were filled with tears, his hands continuously wiped away tears, and that moment quickly spread on social networks. Fans were shocked by the friendship, and even the deep bond, that the two have built over the years. Right finger, this story is not just about words, but also a testament to a rare relationship in the scandal-filled world of Hollywood. Globe International fans' explosive reaction after emotional moment between Dakota Johnson and Jamie Dornan. Immediately after the video recording, Jamie Dornan burst into tears after hearing Dakota Johnson's words was spread. Global social networks almost exploded. Millions of views and hundreds of thousands of comments appeared in just a few hours. Many fans were moved to write, "This is not just a friendship, this is a bond more beautiful than any movie they have ever acted in." Others admitted that they cried with Jamie when witnessing that sincere moment. On Twitter, the hashtags #DakotaJamieForever and #UnbreakableBond quickly climbed to the top trending. Fans from all over the US, Europe to Asia expressed their admiration for the rare affection that the two stars have for each other. It is worth mentioning that many viewers believe that this moment is more memorable than the romantic scenes in the movie, because it is not a script, but a real feeling. One of the most shared comments reads, "Hollywood may be full of lies, but Dakota and Jamie's feelings are real." Fire. Thanks to that, the relationship between Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson once again became the center of discussion, not because of rumors, but because of the rare sincere attachment between two top stars. Newspaper Hollywood press joins in. What is the real relationship between Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson? Overnight, a series of major newspapers in Hollywood such as Variety, Hollywood Reporter, E! News simultaneously published about the moment Dakota Johnson made Jamie Dornan cry publicly. Media experts, critics and even those who have worked with this couple have begun to analyze. An article on Variety commented, "The friendship between Jamie and Dakota goes beyond what we often see in Hollywood. It is not simply a working relationship, but also a spiritual companionship over many years." Meanwhile, E! News asked a meaningful question. Is this relationship really just friends, or is it a deeper feeling that neither has ever admitted? Causing the online community to stir even more. Some journalists even compared this touching moment to the friendship legends in the entertainment industry, claiming that Jamie and Dakota have created one of the most memorable relationships on the silver screen in the past decade. Glowing star. This analysis makes the public even more curious. Is there a story behind the spotlight that the two have always kept secret? Mike. Dakota Johnson and Jamie Dornan officially speak out after a series of scandals. After Hollywood was shocked by the moment Jamie Dornan burst into tears publicly, the media kept asking for the reaction of the two main stars. And finally, both Dakota and Jamie made official statements. Speaking head Dakota Johnson speaks out. In a quick interview, Dakota shared, "I just say what comes from my heart. Jamie is a very important part of my life and career. Actually, I didn't expect him to be so emotional, but maybe that shows that we've been through more together than people think." Dakota's gentle, subtle but also meaningful explanation has made the public even more curious about the true level of closeness of the two. Crying. Jamie Dornan admits. Meanwhile, Jamie Dornan did not hide his emotions. "Yes, I cried. I am not ashamed of it. Dakota always knows how to touch the deepest layers of my emotions. That is why we always have a special connection on screen and in real life." He also affirmed that there is no need for flowery explanations between them. Friendship, colleagues, or any other name, all are not enough to describe this bond. Fire results after the statement. These official statements made the online community explode even more strongly. Many people think that the two have implicitly admitted that their relationship goes beyond the framework of normal friends. Meanwhile, some loyal fans affirmed, "Whatever it is, we just need to know that Jaime and Dakota will always be each other's spiritual support." I's unexpected reaction from the third person, Amelia Warner, Jamie Dornan's wife, speaks up. As soon as the clips of Jamie Dornan crying because of Dakota Johnson became the center of attention, the name Amelia Warner, Jamie's wife, quickly caught the attention of the media. The public was curious about how she would react to the hard-to-define bond between her husband and Dakota. Amelia Warner officially shared. In a short interview on the sidelines of the music event, Amelia calmly replied, "I understand Jaime better than anyone. He is a very sensitive and sincere person. The fact that he was moved by Dakota's words only proves that they have a truly strong friendship. I have no reason to be jealous or worried." This statement immediately caused an explosion when many viewers praised Amelia's sophistication and bravery. Not only did she affirm her absolute trust in her husband, but she also indirectly put out negative rumors. Glowing star reactions from friends in the industry. Some close colleagues of both Jaime and Dakota also spoke out. An actor who worked with them said, "I have never seen a couple of colleagues who are so close and supportive of each other. They may not be lovers, but they are definitely soulmates." Collision. The results after the reaction. Amelia's calmness and the support from friends have divided public opinion into two streams. One side is convinced that this is just a friendship that is more beautiful than words, while the other side is even more certain that there is no smoke without fire. Collision. Scandal escalates. The press questions Jamie Dornan's marriage. After Amelia Warner calmly spoke out, many thought that the wave of public opinion would subside. But on the contrary, the international media added fuel to the fire when they began to dig deeper into Jamie Dornan's marriage. Newspaper. The press dug deeper. Some tabloids headlined, "Jamie Dornan burst into tears over Dakota. Is friendship going beyond the limit? Or Amelia Warner really trusts, or is she just trying to keep the perfect cover?" These headlines not only caused controversy, but also put terrible pressure on all three main characters in the story. Family. Man, woman, girl. Public opinion is divided. One side believes that Jaime and Dakota are simply soulmates, and Amelia is completely strong enough to understand that. But the other side said, no one would cry so publicly without special feelings. Right pointing arrow. This caused rumors about Jaime's marriage to spread quickly. Fire. The situation became tense. The paparazzi began to follow Amelia and Jaime more closely than ever, taking pictures of every moment of their lives to see if there were any signs of unhappiness. Meanwhile, Dakota was also summoned to a series of talk shows, where the MCs constantly focused on her relationship with Jaime. What was originally just an emotional moment has now turned into a scandal that could directly affect Jamie Dornan's marriage and Dakota Johnson's career. Jamie Dornan forced to hold an official press conference. Under tremendous pressure from the public and the media, Jamie Dornan finally decided to hold a public press conference to address all the rumors surrounding him, Dakota Johnson and his marriage to Amelia Warner. Classical. Building the atmosphere of the press conference. Dozens of reporters from major and minor Hollywood newspapers were present, with cameras pointed straight at Jaime. The atmosphere was tense, everyone was waiting to see what he would say. Dakota and Amelia did not appear, leaving Jaime alone to face the public. Jamie Dornan affirmed. The actor opened in a calm voice. "I want to make it clear once and for all. The emotional moment with Dakota was real, but it had nothing to do with an extramarital affair. Dakota is a friend, a companion that I cherish. But the only woman I have loved and been with for the rest of my life is still Amelia." He also admitted that crying publicly could be misunderstood by many people, but it was simply an emotional reaction to hearing sincere words from a close friend. Fire reaction after the press conference. Press. Several major newspapers such as Variety and Hollywood Reporter quickly reported the news with the headline, "Jamie Dornan speaks out, defends marriage and friendship with Dakota Johnson." Fans. International fans are somewhat reassured. Many people praise Jamie for bravely facing all the rumors instead of staying silent. Mixed public opinion. However, there is still a part of the public that believes that what Jamie said is just a safe explanation to calm the scandal. Bomb. However, this press conference has somewhat cooled down the media wave, at least for the time being. But a big question still hangs. Is the storm really over, or is it just beginning?